are replacing the stock exhaust on a Can-Am Outlander Max XT 1000R. This is the stock part right here, which we will be removing. Got 3 bolts holding that on. These exhaust parts can be a little stuck sometimes, so I'm just spraying a touch of penetrating oil. All right, that bolt came off pretty easy there. Just used an impact to softly tap that off. Got that backed out. This one's a little bit more stubborn and hard to reach. I got that bolt out. Just used a 13mm socket and a 13mm open-end wrench. Came around to the other side and supported it and got that off. This one, you've got to get a wrench up on the other side. And so what I did is you come around and just open up your back compartment, and it gives you access right back there so you can get another socket or a wrench on there. Back that off. All right, everything's loosened and bolts are taken out. Now we're going to take off the exhaust. You'll have to give it a little persuasion. That connection there is a little stiff, so just come back to the end of the exhaust and I work it up and down while pulling backwards, and get that to come right off. All right, here is a side-by-side comparison. The old Can-Am exhaust, new, and a bunch of parts without instructions. So yay, get to figure this out. All right, I'm getting this new exhaust mounted up, and I discovered something that I hadn't seen in any other YouTube videos. Everyone was saying this needs to go on the back side. However, on mine, I discovered that this joint right here is actually loose. It is not welded like that, so this will actually spin and rotate within this. And when I initially went to mount it on the exhaust, the exhaust was flared over to here and hitting this part of the bumper. Yeah, everything was lining up down here and up here. And so I thought, what the heck, did it get welded on wrong? But then I discovered that actually is able to be flexed. So I rotated it to be able to get it in there. I'm gonna set my phone down, and then I'm gonna put the exhaust up in there and show you how mine is set. So just to note that you might have to do a little modification, but it's seeming like mine, the bracket is best to be on this outside, the front side, instead of the back. But I'll show you how it mounts up here in just a moment. So as you can see, I don't have anything super tightened yet. It is loose, but I have this bracket on this side, and then down here, that's how I have the bracket. Bolting up there, and the exhaust is actually sitting now more centered between my bumper and the heat shield, to where before, like I said, the exhaust was right out of the box. The exhaust was pushing up against this, and I didn't think that was right. Also, the heat shield back here, you want to make sure your exhaust is not sitting right up against the heat shield. You'll get heat issues and rattling for sure there. And now that pipe goes right back on there. I do have a little bit of clearance between the heat shield, if you can see back up in there, and the new exhaust. So just a little bit of clearance. You don't want rattling and obnoxious sounds. I'm pretty happy with the way that's sitting. So I'm gonna firm some things up, and I will be right back, and we'll do a sound comparison.